Hello! This is our first day as we work on breaking the habit of worry, and I am very excited to be able to connect to you and be able to share insight with each and every one of you. This insight is something that I have received just by living my life. Some of it I've learned from mentors that I've worked with. Some of it I have learned by closing my eyes in meditation and figuring out on my own. The one thing that I really want each and every one of you to understand is healing is very, very simple. Why am I choosing to focus on this time with each and every one of you, focusing on breaking the habit of worry? Well, for years, I see in my practice where energy goes, where people have the tendency of really focusing, and worry is a big place. A lot of energy is wasted. When we want to heal our bodies and we want to heal our lives and we're trying to manifest things in our lives and in our health, where we put our energy to is what ends up becoming the experience that we focus on. So whatever we put our energy to is what we end up focusing on. It is very easy to say, well, I worry a lot, which is totally fine if you're happy with that experience. But the fact that you have committed to spending the next couple of weeks with me, I'm going to assume that means you're not happy with your experience and you're wanting to experience something different. So when I first sat down to figure out the protocol of the next couple of weeks, I figured for every Thursday for 3 weeks, we were going to have a video. And every other day, we're going to have some emails sent. But I'm going to wing that. That's the foundation. And there might be some more videos that come. There's going to be some more emails that come. So just be excited to see in your inbox what's going to be shared with you, because I really spend my life kind of using things as a foundation, which is my commitment, but then I build off of them depending on the inspiration that comes to me and what you guys end up sharing with me. So worry is a habit, just like anything else in your life. It's not like you're cursed. It's just a habit. And up until now, you haven't been committed to being able to break the habit of worry. Just hearing that can change your life. Small, simple things can change your life. That to me is the most powerful part about the healing process, is small, simple things can heal your life. Healing is simple. Life is simple. If we're willing to take responsibility for it and we're ready, willing, and able to take responsibility for the actions that have created our lives to be where they are right now and the quality of life of where they are right now. When we worry, we waste a ton of energy. When we worry, we are constantly focusing on what we don't want to have happen in our lives. Some people say it's an investment in what we don't want, and it's an investment in what we don't want to have happen. And when we focus on that, we're creating what we don't want to have happen in this moment. So this moment around right now is beautiful. Amazing things are happening around. My life is full of incredible things, but if I stop and I let my mind focus on things that are going to create worry and stress, I'm not going to notice the beauty around me. It won't happen. I can only focus on so much at once. So that's the coolest part about this process, is your mind will focus on anything that it wants to focus on, but you are conscious. You have a consciousness. So when you notice your mind focusing, don't just say, oh, I'm thinking about this. Your mind is thinking a certain way, and you have the ability to stop that. You have the ability to change gears. That's the habit. Stop surrendering to what you can't control and focus on surrendering to what you can control, which is changing gears. So much of what we worry about comes from what we can't control. The fear that things aren't going to happen the way that we want and we're not going to be taken care of and all kinds of things. But when push comes to shove, if we stop and we really allow ourselves to take a big deep breath, what is wrong? What is happening in the moment that is so bad? There's nothing. But if you stay on that train of your mind, you're not going to feel very good. You just won't. So what I am going to ask you guys to do today is to remember for a minute who you are and what's worrying. Your mind is worrying. Your mind is on autopilot. It's like a CD player playing the same song over and over again. I'm gonna worry, I'm gonna worry, I'm gonna worry. This might not happen. This might not happen. It's a constant spooking and bullying that goes on in the mind. And as long as we are focused on that, we have lost the game. If we surrender to the reality that this is just how the mind works, but you're not your mind, you're conscious. Consciousness means you have a choice. So you have a choice from this step forward. Are you going to continue focusing on what you're worrying about? Or are you going to stop, take a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth? In through the nose, out through the mouth. Slow, deep breaths. Whatever you're worried about will become smaller and will become it will have less of an impact if you remember to breathe. When you worry, that's your mind that's worrying. When you take a breath, that's remembering who you are. It's saying, I have a choice. I'm choosing to let go of worry. I'm letting go of worry. I'm letting go of worry. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. So, in this next week, really focus on practicing something. It's not just sitting down, listening to Robin, taking notes, and expecting change. It's you committing to understanding something very important. Your mind is on autopilot. Worry is a habit of the mind. It's counterintuitive to your heart, which is where you live and who you are. So the fact that you're sitting in this place of stress, it's because your heart's saying there's another way, there's an option, there's a choice. I don't like worrying. So what's your choice? To trust? But the point is you have a choice. So take a big deep breath in through the nose when you notice you're worrying, and out through the mouth. Don't just say I'm worrying, but be grateful that you noticed that you just paid attention to the fact that you are worrying. Because once you notice something, you can make a change. Until you notice it, you can't make a change. So this week, I am going to ask each and every one of you to focus as much as humanly possible and inhumanly possible to really commit as much as you possibly can to paying attention to worry. What are you worrying about? And I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to walk around with a little pad and I want you to write out, I am worrying about this. And then I want you to stop and I want you to take a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly and deeply. And as you do this, I'm going to ask you to take another big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you do this again, I want you to commit to what you're committed to, which is I'm choosing to let go of worry. Breathing in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. So acknowledge this is just something that's playing. There's no power here unless you're going to focus on it. So as you take a big deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth, you have just stopped focusing on this and you've started focusing on this. Then with your next breath, I want you to put your left hand here and your right hand here. And I want you to close your eyes and I want you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I choose to let go of worry. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And that's it. Every time you focus, you know you're worried, write it down, pay attention. What are you worried about? Write it down, create a space for that to open, and then take a breath in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth, and then one more with your hands on your body, using your affirmation, I allow myself, or I choose to let go of worry. I choose to let go of worry. I allow myself to let go of worry. I remember I have a choice. With choice comes empowerment. When you understand that nothing is controlling you, it's just a point of acceptance and choice. You will be able to be freed of these very negative habits that are affecting the quality of your life tremendously. Being able to let go of the habit of worry is very easy if you're committed to it. And the only reason why you wouldn't be committed to it at this point is what? Why wouldn't you? You deserve to live a joyful life. And the next 3 weeks, we're going to talk about that. You're going to get little emails that break down a little bit about what I'm talking about or remind you of what you're working on. I highly recommend watching this video a couple of times before the next week. You're scheduled to receive a video again next Thursday. And what are you going to do from here to Thursday? Well, you might get more emails, you might get more videos. It's all a surprise for you. You will get more of something. But what do you need to do from here to there? Is really reaffirm your commitment to yourself. And when you notice you're worried, take a breath so you can stop on the highway of your brain and pull into the highway of the heart. And when you put your hands here, it basically says, please help, pull energy and focus here instead of here. There's no worry in the heart. There's no room for that. There's no room for that. And if we can live in the heart, we're free up here. So when you're worried, stop. Use your affirmation. Write down what you're worried about. Create space. As you create space, you create choice. As you create choice, you're going to be able to feel empowered. And as you feel empowered, you get to heal. Nothing is controlling you. Nothing at all. You're going to break the habit of worry. If you feel like giving me emails, if you feel like sending me notes, if you feel like sharing what you worry about, I would love to hear. Please feel free to send. Make sure you write down what you're worried about. It creates space every time you do it. It disempowers the worry. I am worried that this is going to happen. Write it down and then work with the breathing. You have a week to practice this. Some people will say, I want to learn more. I want to learn more. It's so simple, but you have to put what you learn into practice to get the results. If you want to watch this every single day, watch it every single day. That's what I would do until your next video comes, whenever that is. The latest it will be is next Thursday. I wing these things from intuition. I make these videos as we go along, depending on the emails I get, depending on the feedback, and depending on the energy. Sometimes I will do just one video up until next Thursday. Sometimes I will do them every other day. It just depends what the energy starts to bring. Right now, it's really clear. You want to commit through practice. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, writing down the worries as they come and acknowledging it. Through acknowledgement comes empowerment. You've got this.